Chrisley fans call Savannah downfall of family. Why? Chrisley Knows Best fans are calling Savannah Chrisley the downfall of the family, but what is their reasoning for that? She has been raising her two younger siblings while working and trying to get her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, freed from prison. So how is she a detriment? Keep reading for more details. Fans call Savannah Chrisley downfall of family. Savannah Chrisley was known as the blonde bombshell on Chrisley Knows Best. She had her own beauty line, Sassy, a spin-off with her brother Chase, and became very involved in real estate. Even Chase joined her in her real estate ventures, plus she started a podcast, Unlocked, which fans flocked to. Things were looking bright until her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, were sentenced to a collective 19 years behind bars. That was where everything took a turn. Their show ran for one more season while Savannah took over the parenting role of her two younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe. Her beauty business ended up falling by the wayside as she became extremely invested in freeing her parents. She used her public platform and her podcast to expose the problems in the prison system while also reading letters from her parents. After a certain point, fans called out her entitlement. They felt she had no idea what it was like to really lose a parent and suffer. More so, all Savannah did was whine and complain, which had become tired. Although they once wanted the Chrisleys back on television, that was no longer. A Reddit thread was started to discuss how Savannah Chrisley may have caused the downfall of the family. Yes, Todd and Julie are behind bars, but it is their daughter who won't stop talking. The OP wrote this. Honestly, I think Savannah has killed the brand. If they do get a new show when they get out, I don't think it would do at least to me, because Savannah killed it for me since her podcast, and honestly how she's acted during this, or am I being too harsh? So did fellow fans agree? No more sassy. Chrisley Knows Best fans were over Savannah Chrisley and had no problem expressing this. Yet it was not just Savannah that would make a show hard to watch. None of the family has the cute charm, except for maybe Chloe, Chase, and Nanny Faye. You're right, she destroyed the brand. Todd and Julie could have went on a redemption tour and they could rebrand, but she destroyed that idea. I think it would only work if it was a spin-off focused on Chase and Nanny. I think Savannah has completely obliterated any chance that family has at redemption or making money. Fans were in support of a documentary of their lives behind bars. However, some did not even care to see sweet Chloe as they felt Savannah had turned her into a brat, which is sad. Many believed Todd and Julie would have to take accountability, and they highly doubted that would happen. For years, the Chrisley family reigned supreme as reality TV royalty, capturing audiences with their over-the-top Southern charm, lavish lifestyle, and Todd Chrisley's signature brand of sass. But as the dust settles on their legal troubles and personal battles, some fans have turned their scrutiny towards Savannah Chrisley, claiming she's the true downfall of the once-beloved Chrisley empire. Could there be any truth to this accusation? Or is Savannah merely an easy target in the family's ongoing saga? The perfect princess turned power player. Savannah Chrisley once stood as the golden girl of the Chrisley clan, a Southern belle with a penchant for beauty pageants, impeccable style, and the sharp wit to keep up with her father's humor. She was Todd's mini-me, his pride and joy, and the one many fans believed would carry on the Chrisley name in the public eye. But as Savannah grew older, so did her ambitions. She wasn't content with being a supporting character in her father's world. She wanted to create her own empire. Her beauty brand, Sassy by Savannah, was met with excitement at first, but some longtime fans began to sour on her when they felt she was pushing too hard to become an influencer. Critics pointed out that her focus seemed to shift from family values to brand deals, sponsorships, and self-promotion. Was she merely taking charge of her own future, or had she lost sight of what made the Chrisleys relatable in the first place? The public feud with Chrisley. One of the most defining cracks in the Chrisley family dynamic was the long-standing estrangement between Savannah and her older half-sister, Chrisley. Though Todd himself had an ongoing feud with Lindsay, fans noticed that Savannah often chimed in, fueling the flames rather than mending fences. At times, Savannah's social media presence felt like an extension of Todd's battles, with her defending her father against Lindsay instead of trying to bring the family back together. While some loyalists supported Savannah's unwavering allegiance to Todd, others believed her public stance only deepened the division within the family. Savannah's love life drama. As much as Savannah once seemed like the perfect Southern sweetheart, her love life has been anything but smooth. Her on-again, off-again relationship with Nick Curdiles was highly publicized, with engagement announcements, breakups, and reconciliations keeping fans on edge. Eventually, the couple called it quits for good, and some viewers began to feel fatigued by the constant relationship drama. To make matters worse, when Nick tragically passed away in a motorcycle accident, some critics accused Savannah of using the tragedy for attention rather than quietly grieving. Whether fair or not, the perception of Savannah as someone who leveraged personal turmoil for the spotlight only grew stronger. Stepping into Todd's shoes. When Todd and Julie Chrisley were sentenced to prison for bank fraud and tax evasion, Savannah stepped up to take care of her younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe. On the surface, it seemed like a noble move, a daughter taking responsibility for the family in their darkest hour. But instead of gaining unanimous support, Savannah faced intense scrutiny. Some fans believed that Savannah took on the role of guardian more for the sake of optics than genuine care. She launched a new podcast, gave interviews about her struggles, and appeared to center the narrative around herself rather than the true victims of the situation, Grayson and Chloe. Critics argued that instead of focusing on reuniting the fractured family, she was using the chaos to build her own brand. A shift in the Chrisley brand. Todd Chrisley was always the face of the family, his sharp tongue, over-the-top personality, and quick comebacks were the glue that held Chrisley Knows Best together. But in Todd's absence, Savannah has attempted to step into the spotlight, rebranding herself as the leader of the Chrisley name. However, fans haven't fully embraced this transition. Many argue that Savannah lacks Todd's charm, humor, and authenticity. While Todd's antics felt organic, Savannah's attempts at humor and social media engagement often come off as forced. The heart of the show was the chaotic yet lovable family dynamic, and without Todd at the helm, it just doesn't feel the same.